Game started.
Okay, Coach 999. All right, let's try C4. I haven't played the English in a while. See what he does with that. Thinking about the English. Okay, there he goes. He goes for a symmetrical setup. Okay, let's develop the knight. I guess, I should have played knight c3 rather than knight f3. That's I want to stop my opponent from playing d5. He could still play it. Anyway, we'll get, okay, so this is a 4 knights variation of symmetrical English. I'm going to fianchetto my bishop. Yeah, I can't stop him from playing d5. But that does, well, it does open up this diagonal for my bishop. And now he can take my knight here if he wants on c3. Anyway, I was saying that about preventing d5 because it's a way of thinking about your moves. If you play knight c3 and bishop to g2 here, you're coordinating on the d5 square. Let's see, is his knight loose there? Let's see, I can take the knight, bring the queen there, and then move my knight with tempo. But I don't see anything great that I can do with that. If I go queen c7 here, he can play knight to knight to b4, which would be annoying. So I'm going to play this move a3 to keep the knight out of b4. And I'm going queen c7. And then I'm going to push the d pawn 1 or 2 steps, probably just 1 step, and develop the bishop. I don't know why. I didn't really need to move my queen to c7 right then. Okay. But this move d3 opens up a diagonal for my dark squared bishop. The English is not an opening I play all the time, so my moves might be a little bit funny. I do have another tempo move here. I can move my knight with tempo because I'm hitting the c pawn. He would just play b6. That would open up this diagonal and maybe create some possible tactics. Let's try it. There's other ways to defend the pawn besides b6, so maybe you should do something else. A knight move, perhaps. Although, does that really defend? Because I've got the queen and the knight attacking it. Let's grab the pawn and find out if this was playable. Now I have a little awkward situation with my b pawn. It's pinned. So let's unpin. Now he's going to play rook to c8 to harass my queen. I can drop my queen back to e3. But if I play rook b1, which is what I want to do to free up my pawn to move, he can play bishop to a2. So rook b1, bishop a2. What do I have there? Rook back, and the bishop goes back. Kind of silly. Okay, let's drop the queen back first. maybe just bishop to d2 right away. Bishop takes b2, rook to b1, bishop takes a3. I guess that's the problem. Bishop takes a3. Then I can take down here. I'm going to try this. So bishop takes rook b1, bishop takes, rook takes b7, and I was thinking I might have some coordination against his pawn here. His pawn on e7, I guess that is. But his knight's defending it, and the bishop is blocking my queen, so maybe it's no big deal. No big deal. Well, anyway, I can double my rooks on the b file. Maybe that's worth something. And it loosened his knight a little bit, so this knight can move now, and I can maybe bring my bishop in to attack it. I can play knight to knight to e5. There might be interesting. Knight takes, queen takes. Okay, so he moves the knight right away, which gives up the a pawn. Where's the knight coming in? It can come in here or here, but I think I should grab that pawn. Actually, I should have taken the knight. I should have taken the knight, huh? Okay, so he's attacking my queen here. That's easy enough. Oh, he's attacking my my rook too. So I'm down the exchange here. Oh, I was going to grab the knight. I'm down more than the exchange, huh? Ooh, that's not so good. Let's see. So I'm hitting the knight, I'm hitting the bishop, but I'm not hitting the bishop. Hitting the knight, and if the knight moves, it can move to defend the bishop. Then maybe I can move this knight with tempo. Get a piece back. I want to get a piece back here. Yeah, so he goes there. So I can move my knight somewhere, hitting his knight, and then grab the bishop. But I have to be careful where I move the knight. Because if I move here, it can just take it. I take back, and then he saves his bishop. So I need to move my knight somewhere. Well, he can just save his bishop anyway. This is not working. Strange. Okay, well, let's bring a piece out. I guess he can grab on. He can grab on d4. Yeah, I probably should have done something to defend that. Yeah, but he takes with the knight. Oh, okay, he's going to take your check, and then this bishop is loose. So this way.
Check.
Goes there with check, okay. Now let's attack the knight. So what do we got? Yeah, I'm still just down a rook, and he's won a pawn too. And probably I'm not even going to be able to round up this knight. It can go back to that square. Yeah, it's true. Okay, it's possible for him to bring his queen to here, which would be unfortunate. Here, and the knight moves. Well, I need to move the rook, so let's move it. That location for the king seems a bit strange. Okay, let's get my knight up. Get a few pieces developed here. He's got an extra rook, but he's not playing with it. It's back.
Check.
Left his knight hanging there. Now the knight moves a tempo on the queen. Can I do something interesting here? I can take it and win a pawn. That's not all that great. Where do I want to go with the knight? I want the knight to be able to attack this square, but I can't seem to get there. Okay, so queen here threatens to win the knight at least. Maybe I can create some dark square weaknesses. Actually, it doesn't threaten to win the knight. It's got two protectors, so it's not threatening anything. How do I get to this square? Knight here. Knight is far away from there. It has to go through this square to get there. I guess he's going to double his rook up. Put his rook in front of the queen there. Or maybe he was just protecting e7. Okay, he brought his knight back. Well, that's good in a way. It gets my knight closer to where I want it to be. And he brings his bishop back. Yeah, I still can't seem to get any closer to his king. Let's see, I can harass his queen. Yeah, now he does that. Yeah, I thought that might be going there. Yeah, if he can just trade off my queen, he's in good shape. Let's see. Well, where can I go? That's not loose. That not. He didn't leave any loose pieces for me to harass. Here, and he just plays his rook there. That's not loose. Here. Yeah, he's going to double his rooks there, so I better do something to prevent mate, huh? he got his last piece out, so he's overwhelming me with his forces, or he should overwhelm me shortly. Okay, so now if I take, knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes, queen takes, rook takes. It's just got too much force. So where can the knight go to avoid exchanging? Maybe here. He can pin the knight. Probably was not a good square. Not a good square to go to. Okay, so he harasses my queen first. I don't want to go here where he can hit my queen again with his rook. So I have to go back here, it looks like. I need to defend my rook in case he tries to pin the knight. At least I'll be able to move the knight. Now maybe knight knight e5. Yeah, still no good. Where is the knight going? Knight e2, and he trades. And back to f3 where it came from, knight d2. Right here he takes, I take, and then he grabs the knight. All bad. It's all bad. Yeah, I was about to say he can play his knight to attack my queen, and and also he's attacking my knight at the same time. I was going to play knight to e4 too, and the knight guards that square now too from there.
Check.
Okay. I'm not sure if that was best. Kind of wanted to go there with the king anyway. Okay, so now I get my knight to where I wanted it. Well, I really wanted it here, but his bishop is guarding these squares from which the squares from which I could attack h6 are being guarded by his bishop. Squares from which the knight could attack h6. So once again, oh, he's left his rook loose. Okay, so let's hit the loose piece. Oh, that's just weird. Okay, I'll take the rook. He takes there. Now, if I take the bishop, he takes here with check, and I come back. And the material will be even. You take the knight, though. And he would have two pawns because he could have grabbed there. So, anyway, it was a funny game. See how it ends.
Draw offered.
Okay, I'll take a draw. That's nice of him to offer a draw.
Game drawn.
Because I was really low on time. Well, I wasn't playing that great, but maybe I will upload this and do a postmortem anyway. See you guys later. Bye.